Hello, Center Ridge Homestead here. Wanted to have a little talk with you today. We're going to talk about our sheepies. You can see there's our 4 ewes, and they are resting, having a little lay down on this day. We're early February here. Still got trees down on the pasture and everything, but it is a warmer day today, so we're going to take what we can get. I wanted to talk to you today about a little problem that we have developed on the homestead. And there he is now. This is our little problem. And believe you me, he was developed. He was developed just as surely as you grow a garden or anything else. This problem was developed. You guys have been introduced to him a while back. His name is Ira, and he is our little ram lamb that we use this year for breeding our sheep. And he was a bucket baby, because he was a triplet, and he has been fed by people since he was born, and he had some medical issues, so he's kind of a little bit on the small side still. He hasn't grown quite as quickly as he normally would have, and he's always been very friendly and very sweet. Well, the problem is that my man Ira, after spending all of his time with the people and getting fed out of the bucket, he was friendly and cute. See how cute he is? He's so cute. And because he wasn't afraid of people to start with, we had a problem with everybody petting him. They would come up to his cute little body and they would pet him on his cute little head. Yeah. And they would rub his cute little body, and every time they would go out there, they would squat down to see him and touch and pet and touch and pet. And I've been around long enough to know that males, especially things like rams and goats and things that you're going to keep as an intact male, or bulls for that matter, or horses that are stallions, they need to have respect for people, and they need to have the people respect them, and they respect the people. And how you do that is you're kind and fair and gentle. You're not mean to them, but you don't make pets out of them. You don't pet them. If they crowd you, you push back. You know, you make them give you your space. You make them respect you, and you draw that line, and you have a very firm line. When you don't do that, then you end up with an Ira. And this little guy, I'll just hold this down here and you can see. See, I have this little bucket. I just put a bucket over here, and watch him. See, he's biting it. He's pushing it. He's shoving on it. Well, he weighs about 85 pounds. And recently, because, you know, spring is coming and he's feeling good and he's healthy and he's growing strong and he's getting that testosterone pumping, he has decided that when we go out to the pasture, that he is going to ram us and run into us and bite us and push us and shove us and climb on us, because he has zero respect. And when you have an animal like this with zero respect, like I said, he's 85 pounds now. If he hits you sideways in the knee, you'll know it. He can get up to close to 200 pounds when he's full grown, because he's a Katahdin. And he will be a big guy, and you don't want a 200-pound bully. Since he has become basically dangerous, we had to solve our little problem. And I've had to pin him away. He's got his own little, if you can see here, he's got his own little side pasture. Goes all the way to the end of the barn down there. He's got his own little pen, and he's going to have his own little access in the barn, so he's got his own little spot. But I'm going to make it until he fattens up and gets a little bit bigger, because we are going to put him in the freezer. He's pretty much, his behavior has pretty much consigned himself to that, because, as like I said, if he's a 175 or 200 pound ram and he has this disrespectful, pushing, ramming behavior, he will be very dangerous. And so he can no longer be a lamb or a ram for a herd of sheep. He's just worked himself out of a job. So his job is going to be in the deep freeze as soon as he gets bigger. I know. Oh, it's so sad. I said to my daughter that he was going to end up in the deep freeze. Oh, it's so sad. He's so cute. And then she went out in the pasture, and he chased her around for 20 minutes, and she barely made it back into the house. And she came in and she was so mad. Oh, I don't know why he's so mean. I don't know why he keeps ramming into me and knocking me down and won't stay away from me. I mean, every time I came out, I always just petted him. Yeah, and that's why he's problem. You know, they've got to have respect. And I'm showing the problem we developed, because we did develop it. Sure as shooting. If I had had my way and nobody else with me, he would have eaten out of his bucket. I put the milk in the bucket and walked away. He did not get petted, cuddled, mollycoddled, none of that. He just got fed and treated like a sheep. And he still respects me fairly well compared to everybody else. But all of the petters and lovers and kissers and huggers, now he wants to chase them down and knock them to the ground. And, you know, that's what happens. I wanted to show you this little problem we developed and show you our solution. Okay, like I say, here's his water right here, his little pasture. We'll come in here and I'll show you his little house, because he needs to have shelter as well. And here is his little home away from home. You know, sheep are fortunately small, so this is enough space for him. He's got more than enough room. But watch. You know, he's pushing. Everything he does, he pushes. But he's going to have his hay here. And so basically he can have his needs met without us having to go in and spend a lot of personal time with him, just to keep him safe, to keep us safe, so that we don't have to have any more issues. And that's the way it works. I'm going to show you another animal here, and this is my big Tom Jake. And you know, people have trouble with large birds like turkeys attacking them and things too sometimes. And I want you to just watch how Jake reacts to me. When I walk up, he walks away. That right there behavior is how a male animal is supposed to act on a farm or a homestead. He's not afraid of me. I can handle him. But he respects me. I respect him. This has no respect. If you put your hand in, he's instantly there trying to push you. He's just got no respect. Jake and I work together real well. Ira has met his future. I don't know if you notice those little steps he takes back. That's warning for a sheep. When they go walking back, they're getting ready to think about ramming at you. So, but he's going to have to stay here and live his little life solitary until he's big enough to deep freeze. I just wanted to show you what's going on, and maybe a little warning for me can help you to not have the same issue. Never pet a ram on the head. Never pet a ram on the chest, because when you pet him on the head, it makes him want you to butt you. When you pet him on the chest, it's like signaling a mounting behavior. So you don't want either of those things to happen. You want your animals to trust you and not be afraid of you, but they must respect you or they're dangerous. Okay. Hope I have a little lesson for somebody out there. Thanks for watching.